I want to do this just because I want to see the Tantrum. So, Lord of Patriarchy, being Lord of Patriarchy, is very mad about the new He-Man and the Masters of the Universe TV show. I think Kevin Smith made it for Netflix. I'm going to be open and honest about this. I didn't watch the original He-Man. It was before my time. I was more Power Rangers. So I was around the age when, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the animated show, and Power Rangers were a thing. So those were my primary, like, childhood commercials disguised as TV shows for children, as opposed to He-Man. So I don't know anything about the lore. I've heard She-Ra's good. I watched a little bit of that on Netflix. It was fine. So I have no emotional connection or care about He-Man or any of the characters or whatever, but I guess Chuds are, for some reason. Chuds are super mad because they're claiming that He-Man, like, got feminized or something. You know, they're typical, like, everything's woke. If I don't like it, it's woke, and woke is bad. Shit. So it looks like Dave throws an absolute tantrum here, and I think it'll be hilarious. So let's check it out.
Okay, there's going to be fucking spoilers, so if you haven't watched Masters of the Universe Revelation, my advice would be to shut the video off right now. I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're
So spoilers for, I guess, the He-Man thing. If you care.
still here, well, I gave you a fucking warning. Now that I give a sauteed rat's ass about that, oh my god, I just got done watching the first 5 episodes of Masters of the Universe Revelation.
That makes it even funnier. That apparently he, like, watched the first episode and was probably mad, and then he watched the second episode and he's like, this sucks, I hate it! And then he continued to watch for, like, 3 more episodes? If I watch a show I don't like, you know what I do? I watch a different show!
And why didn't you just have the fucking sorceress put a goddamn strap-on on and fuck He-Man up the ass with it?
He might like that. Prostate stimulation is the bomb. I'd highly recommend it, Dave.
Why didn't he become a chastity cage wearing fucking beta simp like...
Tucker White says, hot.
like Kevin Smith is for this series? Now, to be fair, I went into it with an open mind.
I'm sure you did. Do you think, like, when she puts the strap-on right before she, like, penetrates He-Man, she goes, I have the power!
Hoping that it would be good. And the first couple of episodes, I was actually enjoying myself, even though I wish it would have been called something different, because Kevin Smith lied, and it is the Tila show. But it actually somewhat started to work.
Tucker White says, open mind. Yes, citation needed. And Mike Mack says, said the non... This is not my opinion, but this person says, said the non-alpha looking guy viewing cartoon. I know, he's calling other people like betas. And he's an adult man sitting in a room yelling about a cartoon based on a children's advertising gimmick from the 80s. Written by Kevin fucking Smith. Nick says, but if it's good, then he won't have content. I don't think he has content anyway. Do you call this content? That's actually true. Wasn't it just called, like, Masters? Hold on. Masters of the Universe Revelation. So he wanted it to be called something else, implying that it was called, like, He-Man, but it's not. It's just called Masters of the Universe Revelation. So it's not even called, like, He-Man. What does he want it to be called? Like, the original show was called, I think, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So they took out the He-Man, and it's just called Masters of the Universe Revelation, indicating that there would potentially be less of a major role for He-Man. Again, I haven't seen the show, so I don't know how often He-Man shows up or what he does in it, nor do I really care. But the title, at the very least, seems to be indicating that there might be a lesser role for He-Man, which is what Dave is saying is in the show, may or may not be true, and he wishes it was called something else, even though the title already indicates that. I don't think he thought this through. H. Baird says, so have we figured out why he's now missing 2 clocks? Is he pawning them? I think the clocks ran away. They want to find someone who understands how to appreciate them and how time zones work.
And then...
You haven't watched a Kevin Smith movie since Mallrats? There's some good Kevin Smith... I don't have, like, a hate for Kevin Smith or anything. Far from it. There are a lot of Kevin Smith movies I really like. But he's just really, really hit or miss. Very hit or miss. Can I just see, like, his... I just want to see, like, all the movies he made in a list. Movies. We're gonna decide what Kevin Smith movies are worth watching. Just give me his fucking IMDb page. Here we go. Okay, so Clerks, obviously good, holds up. Mallrats, enjoyable comedy from the 90s. Chasing Amy, haven't seen it. Heard it's got questionable stuff because of the whole, lesbian thing, but otherwise I've heard it's actually okay. Dogma's really good. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back isn't good, but it's funny for a dumb stoner comedy. Clerks 2 doesn't hold up as well as Clerks 1, but it's fine, I guess. Zack and Miri Make a Porno I actually really like. Red State, not a fan. Tusk, I liked Tusk, but I could never recommend Tusk to another human being and consider that a reasonable thing to recommend to someone. Yoga Hosers I haven't seen. I heard it sucked. So yeah, I don't know. Kevin Smith's hit or miss. He has a very specific, writing style and things he can do. I know he's written, a lot of comic books too. I can't say I've ever read any of Kevin Smith's work. I don't know if he's good or not. Exo Deadlock with 30 bits says he'd hate the UK adverts for Money Supermarket. Oh, that's actually like a really good live-action, low-budget version of He-Man. That looks way better than the Dolph Lundgren version.
He-Man and Skeletor saved at Money Supermarket, and now they feel epic.
I can't play this because of the licensed music. Do they dance? Okay, that's pretty funny. I wish I could watch this with the sound on. I'm sorry, everyone. Oh, there's more. Zealous55, thanks for 8 months, says, thanks for the 8 months of awesome. Some great personal news. I got my first publication offer for a horror story called A Thing of Bones. It'll be out in October in Cthulhu magazine. That's great. Good for you. Morak says, my Thrawn knockoff Drow Pathfinder character is now the proud owner of a casino, so my conniving military commander is turning into a mafia boss. Not sure if that's good or bad. Sounds fun. Tucker White says, let's not forget his greatest film performance, the farting moose in Dougal. Never seen it. And then Tucker again says, I'm sure these He-Man Skeletor are from some He-Man porno. He-Man porno, very gay, I would imagine. He-Man had multiple series where he is his main character, but if a show is based on the same universe had a different main character as bad, the original She-Ra came out today, these chuds would lose their minds. I mean, they still lost their minds about the She-Ra remake, because they didn't think she was hot enough, even though she's like 15.
The second to last episode was weak as hell. I do like the more adult themes. I was not happy with Orko's death, but he went out like a hero.
Oh shit, they killed Orko? Rad.
And then the last god-damned episode happened.
Do they kill He-Man or something?
Now, look, to be fair, it's acted well. The animation is good.
Oh, He-Man died in episode 1? Okay. That's interesting. I assume they're going to bring him back at some point. It's like a high fantasy series. But that's an interesting concept. Tons of different series have dealt with the idea that the, like, super powerful main character of the universe dies. What do people do? Superman's death, for instance, is a really good example of this. And then you had the pretty excellent aftermath of that where Superboy and Steel and other sort of Superman-inspired characters sort of tried to fill in the slots of Superman and take the place. Like, there's interesting stuff you can do with that concept. Tucker White says, let me guess, He-Man fucks Skeletor up the ass. Does Skeletor have an ass? Because he's like a skeleton. Well, I guess his head's a skeleton. The rest of his body's got, like, blue skin. He's probably got an ass. Okay. Tea with Goblin says, Sydney's Delta cases are exploding, and last Saturday, thousands of anti-vax, anti-lockdown chuds decided to march through the city, sending thoughts and prayers for my idiot plague-ridden city. Morok says, this is the most charitable I've ever seen Lord of Gloop. The series must be a 10 out of 10.
The story at times can be compelling. But, and I don't know if I would have been fine with it if it was some new intellectual property, but it's He-Man.
No, it's Masters of the Universe, which includes He-Man as a character. Tucker White says, oh, so He-Man gets Yusukade. Does he get a hot witch pal who's got a slight British accent? I don't understand any of that references. I don't know why you people make anime references at me. You know I'm not gonna get it. Mike Mack says, isn't Skeletor his uncle or something? I have no idea.
And this is what the big spoiler is. In the last episode, Skeletor kills Prince Adam.
That's pretty rad. This is like part 1. They're doing more episodes. I assume that's gonna come into it. That's pretty fucking sweet.
So there'll be no fucking He-Man. And
imagine watching like Dragon Ball Z. Let's say the first time they killed Goku on Dragon Ball Z, right? And being like, they fucking killed Goku! Oh my god, they're gonna do Dragon Ball Z without Goku! Ah! Like, they're gonna bring him back. You get that, right? They're definitely gonna bring him back. What a stupid thing to get upset about. I don't understand franchises, even though I build my entire identity around caring about shit like this. Clearly, I don't understand the trope of a main character dying and then later coming back to life, which is a staple of children's television, along with comic books, which Kevin Smith is a writer of. You fucking idiot! Tucker White says, just watch the first episode of Yu Yu Hakusho. You'll get my reference. No, I will not watch anime for you people. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. Meatloaf was talking about watching anime. Not gonna do it. Hydrate. Decker White says, knowing the fans of Dragon Ball, there probably was that kind of backlash. Maybe. Mike Mack says, found a quote, only hinted at in the original Masters of the Universe Universal mini-comics, this rather major revelation became canon into the 2002 He-Man cartoon. Skeletor was King Randor's brother who wanted the throne for himself and turned to dark magic to seize it. It's okay in fantasy. I'm a little over the trope of, like, the villain is a family member of the hero. In fantasy, it's okay, or something that takes a lot of inspiration from fantasy, like Star Wars, but I just feel like it's overdone.
Masters of the Universe, and I guarantee you, I know where this is going. Now you have Super Skeletor, or...
I would imagine the rest of the Masters of the Universe are going to go on some sort of journey to resurrect He-Man or something. Probably. Seems like the logical thing to do. Or they'll go on some other quest to try and stop Skeletor, and along the way they will find some means of resurrecting He-Man, or it'll be like an A story, B story thing where the Masters of the Universe are out trying to stop Skeletor, and we see He-Man in some sort of, I don't know what the, like, cosmology of the He-Man universe is, but if there's, like, an afterlife, maybe he's in the afterlife and he has to fight his way out to, like, get back to life. I don't know. Like, I just don't understand the idea of an adult man coming up to a cliffhanger where a character dies and being like, I can't believe they killed a character, and unironically not understanding that that's not a finality. Wagroads, thanks for 100 bits. Mike Mack says, I bet many fans thought of this exact scenario at one point or another. You know,
Skeletor, man, or whatever the fuck.
If Hannah doesn't like anime, then why does she understand Dragon Ball Z? Okay, here's the anime I've watched. Pokemon, the first season of One Punch Man, the first season of Attack on Titan, all of Dragon Ball, the first, like, 2 or 3 seasons of Dragon Ball Z. I don't care to seek out new anime to watch. I don't care. No, I didn't watch Digimon.
And it will be Tila. He-Man is going to be fucking Tila. Tila, the side head shaved fucking lesbian. Yeah, okay, it's not exactly explicitly put in there, but you kind of get the hint.
He just checks every box for gross neckbeard. I love it. Daddy Sume says, holy fuck, and then posts a video. Woman waving Trump flag shouts she's a white woman, drives onto Minnesota State Capitol Mall. What?
Get her license plate, media, please. No, give her a ticket or something?
Yeah.
Look, look at her. She's driving on the grass. This is white supremacy, yo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. Oh. Look at her. Look. When are the police gonna do something? Do something. Now she about to smash their car. See?
Oh, wow.
But they killed one of ours.
Yeah.
Where's the police at?
He right there.
This is systemic racism right here. This is how it works. Look at them.
Thank you very much for proving the point that we're here
Everything
today.
we wanted to say today.
Everything we wanted to say today was just proven.
Now she's on a high-speed chase. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Look. See, this is God. Right here. This is God.
Yeah.
When are the police going to do something? Come on, finally. You guys let her drive away. But you're on Representative John Thompson.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a psycho. Okay, back to the man-baby tangent. Morak says, there's some really good anime out there, but so many of them are utter shit. I recommend almost everything involving Yoshitoshi Abe, the whitest person outside of Reride D, Serial Experiments Latin, High Bane shit. I recommend almost every... Wait, no. High Bane Remy and Tex Honasleen are all super philosophical. I'm not going to watch anime. Don't recommend anime to me. I'm not going to watch it. Tucker White says, when are the police going to do something, he asks, as the police are literally doing something. I understand the frustration, though. Nick says, they let her go because she went to bat for Chauvin. Oh, God, did she? Of course she did.
So once again, another classic male hero has to be sacrificed.
Is He-Man a classic male hero? He was a prop to sell action figures to children. And he's very, like... Okay, if I think, like, classic male hero, I think maybe Superman, James Bond, Luke Skywalker, Could people name, like, classic male heroes? I don't think in these terms. Batman, if we're going back, sure, Odysseus. I would never consider He-Man in that, like, S tier, people actually give a shit culturally about them. You know what I mean? I don't know.
On the altar of wokeness.
Yes, it's very woke to kill He-Man. I remember the hashtag kill He-Man. Literally anyone from Class 1A is more of a classic male hero than He-Man. Again, the public consciousness of He-Man, for the vast majority of people my age and younger, their main source of knowledge about He-Man is that video where he sings on YouTube. And I said, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. He's not culturally relevant to people under, like, 45. I'm sorry.
Fucking brilliant. You know, boys need heroes too.
Yeah? And 99% of all heroes throughout Western fiction are men? I think you're good. Is He-Man not also a hero for presumably giving his life to, like, whatever, to stop Skeletor from doing some evil thing, I would guess? Superman also died in the 90s. Is Superman not a hero anymore? Mike Mack says, Chud, they took my near-naked muscular man from us. Also Robot Chicken, kill He-Man in their world, but no one complained. Chrysia says, He-Man is also hella gay. As revealed by the original creator's family, he pushed it as far as he could in the 80s, and Tucker White says, my knowledge of He-Man comes from Robot Chicken sketches. Honestly, mine too. Kirthan says, as long as He-Man doesn't eat pussy, he's a hero. I found the DC executive in the chat.
What heroes does a young boy of 5 or 6 right now have?
Let's see. Heroes. Oh, I don't want the show heroes. Popular male characters. Like, this is so generic. Let's see. Batman, Captain Jack Sparrow, Sherlock Holmes, James T. Kirk, Han Solo. I wouldn't put the Joker on that fucking list. Nor Patrick Bateman. Luke Skywalker, Aragorn. Arguably Anakin Skywalker before he turns to the dark side. Gandalf, Wolverine, Indiana Jones. Daryl Dixon, Jon Snow, Iron Man, Spock, Tyrion Lannister, James Bond. Not Homer Simpson. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Atticus Finch, Captain America, Steve Rogers. The guys from Supernatural, Harry Potter, Marty McFly, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Legolas, Frodo, Chandler Bing's on the list. Let's see, Superman, Sirius Black. These are just the fictional characters that come up when you Google this. Name literally any TV show, and I will point to you a positive male role model for children. I'm sure reading that list I read at least one that wasn't. Good role model. I think I said, for instance, Don Vito Corleone accidentally, which don't become an Italian mobster. Tucker White says, Deku? I don't know what that is. You get what I'm saying. Popular male characters. Popular children's TV shows. I don't want really young kid shows, but we're thinking more, a little bit older. Because again, I haven't watched stuff in a while. Steven Universe. Steven. Adventure Time isn't on the air anymore, but that's a thing that I can think of. So Jake or Finn. What other kid shows? Again, I'm really out of touch with kid shows because not only obviously I'm not a kid, but I don't have kids and I'm not around kids. Like I don't have siblings, so I don't have nephews or nieces. Like Max says, did he forget 10 years of the MCU? Yeah, the most popular franchise in the world currently. The majority of the heroes are men. Like, I just can't fucking imagine how he can say this shit with a straight face and not realize what a weirdo he sounds like. The Power Rangers are primarily still men, typically.
Oh, that's right, none. They're all fucking girls, because a bunch of fucking
You're right. Remember when we banned male characters? That was fun.
asshole. A bunch of fucking leftist assholes decided, oh, God forbid we have male heroes. So, yeah. A Masters of the Universe series without fucking He-Man.
I think I'm gonna post this to the cringe subreddit. It's gotta be between 2 or more people. I gotta delete this. I might have to go to Cringetopia. I don't know if they have the same rule. Give me a sec. He's literally making predictions and commenting on said predictions as if they already happened. I know. They tend to do that. Daddy Sume says, speaking of Reddit, have you noticed Peter posting on the Donald.win about you? Has he lately? I know I had it. I know he had one and I had it saved, but I wasn't sure. Let me see what their rules are. No doxing, harassment, yeah, this is probably good. I think I can post it here. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, let's see how that goes. I don't know the political makeup of people on Cringetopia, so I don't know how they're going to take that. Nick says the Donald.win is probably tough for someone's mental health, to be honest. I mean, I go on there sometimes. It's pretty scary.
Tila will take up the mantle like Aaron goddamn TU. Or her lesbian black girlfriend will.
Wow, okay. So we're being homophobic and racist. Interesting.
And Tilo become the fucking sorceress, and it just sucks. Once again, we've had to cut a male heroic character's balls off, all on the altar of fucking feminism. So, yeah. I was fine with it, and then the last episode happened. Adam dies like a bitch, and there's not gonna be any fucking He-Man.
Does he I can't tell if he's grifting or if he genuinely doesn't understand the concept of, like, the trope of killing a main character only to go on a quest to bring them back. A lot of shows did this. I already talked about Superman. I already talked about Dragon Ball Z. It happened in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise when they went to go get Jack Sparrow from the afterlife. Like, this is a common trope.
So yeah, Kevin Smith, you fucking lied to everyone right to their goddamn faces. And watch, you're gonna see a bunch of people saying, because people like me didn't like it or thought it was bullshit, oh, you're just toxic fans. You're just toxic fans.
I mean, I wasn't gonna use that phrase, but, like, yeah, you kind of fit that bill. You don't have to like it. I don't care. You can be like, I didn't... Like, if he came out and was like, yeah, I didn't much care for the He-Man, the new Masters of the Universe show. I wanted it to be more focused on He-Man, and I didn't like that he died. I'd be like, okay, that's like I don't necessarily agree, but, like, that's how media is. You can disagree about whether or not you like it. It's subjective. But, like, it's the manner in which and the reasons you're giving for why you didn't like it that makes it, like, cringe. It's the fact that you're coming out and screaming about it and blaming it on SJWs and calling He-Man a cuck and implying that they're gonna fuck him in the ass. Which is funny considering how gay He-Man is anyway. But, like, it's just very, very, very strange. Tucker White says, since we're on He-Man, let's watch this magnum opus. Yeah, fuck it. This is gonna have to get removed in the YouTube upload, so it's probably gonna skip ahead here in the YouTube upload, but I think we need this. That's a good video in that it's, like, it's funny, but it's also legit, like, a really catchy dance version of that song. Like, it's not a good, like, the singer isn't good. It reminds me a little bit of, like, a good example, Biz Markie just died. You know the song, oh baby, you got what I need. Like, he's a terrible singer, but that song's awesome, you know? Reminds me a little bit of that. Like, I'd legit put this on a playlist. Anyway, let's finish up this guy bitching. Yeah, Biz Markie died. It was a bummer. I think he did Yo Gabba Gabba, too. I was too old to watch Yo Gabba Gabba, but my cousin's daughter, I know, watched Yo Gabba Gabba, and I think I saw him on there once. I don't know if he was, like, a regular or what, but...
Fuck you. How about you have some respect for the intellectual properties?
Have some respect for the intellectual property that only exists because Ronald Reagan got rid of regulations that kept people from advertising 30 minutes of a TV show to children and pretending it's a TV show instead of a 30-minute commercial. He-Man is not some, like, respectable property that needs to be like, oh, it was so perfect. Nothing bad has ever come out of the He-Man franchise. We gotta protect the sanctity of Masters of the Universe.
Oh, wait, I take that back, Kevin. You were fine with what they did to fucking Luke Skywalker.
I love The Last Jedi. It's okay if you disagree. I don't have hard opinions on Star Wars. It's not one of my favorite series or anything. But I like The Last Jedi. Rise of Skywalker was bad, though. I think we can all agree on that.
Why don't you take your fucking beta simp bitch ass and stick the fucking strap on your white puts on up your fucking ass?
Dave, I'm telling you, try it. You have not lived until you have had a prostate orgasm. I'm telling you. Wagroad says, doesn't Netflix own those if they made the show? Doesn't Netflix own what? I mean, they got the rights to use the intellectual property, but I think Hasbro still probably owns it.
And fuck off! Jesus fucking goddamn Christ. They made He-Man a bitch in Masters of the Universe. Fucking brilliant. Great. This won't cause problems. Anyway.
I know, we're gonna have societal... What does he mean this won't cause problems, sarcastically? What problems is this gonna cause? Middle East peace talks have stalled as Israeli and Palestinian delegates have decided that the new He-Man is a total beta.
Anyway, that wraps up this one.
That was good. That was a good one. I enjoyed that.